All right, one time for your mind. So, a lot of people, like I said, I think probably the last one, or few ones before. People are afraid of the responsibility and weight of knowledge. They don't want to be responsible for what you have to do now that you know certain things. And it's crazy and scary for them. And the problem is they end up getting in the way. And there are a lot of people that you may know and love, but they at some point are getting in the way. That's the hurtful part. But that's why you always see a guy that's why any like gangster movies, you always see a guy that like everybody can have a consensus like, damn, he shouldn't have got killed. But he did because he believed in somebody or something. Just something happens and he gets that guy killed. But guess what happens? He's killed because he was being stagnant. His mind was not sharp anymore to understand a pitfall or to protect against something that he just thought was going to be like, he thought his name. You understand? You think your game that you have is God. That's not it. God gave you that game, but that game is only going to last for so long. And it's not always about game of fooling people. It's not always about game of having the most enticing thing. It's just about being given a repeatable workflow. That is really all game is, that God give you, is that you have a repeatable workflow and you comprehend and adhere to its construct. You understand? You construct a workable and repeatable game plan. A workable and a workable and repeatable complete game plan. So you know the ins and outs. But a lot of times people don't understand that you're supposed to keep growing. They feel like, oh, if I get that, that's the one. That's not how it works. If you get that, that's going to get you started. And I always notice that whenever people they are listening to me and I'm telling them about plans and stuff, they're always looking for me to say like, oh, that's going to be it. I'll never have to do nothing to get. They're looking for that. Like I watched a lot of old guys saying, oh, if I do this, I'll never work again. And that's how that was their downfall. They never continued to, they felt like, damn, I'm supposed to get out the way, get out leadership. None of that. No, you're supposed to continue to lead. You're supposed to continue to be dynamic. And you're supposed to continue to push things out there. Like if you're not breeding success from your successes, then your successes are just a ceiling. And you're not contributing. One time for your mind.